Hello everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Mumbo and today we are back on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 47 and well, it feels like it has been absolutely ages, okay? And I know what you're thinking, Mumbo, you released a Hermitcraft episode just 4 days ago. It wasn't that long, unless you really enjoy the videos and it feels like it's been ages. You know, 4 days feels like a lifetime between your videos. That would be lovely. If you feel like that, then that is brilliant. I am so happy to hear it. But for me, it has been around about 7 days since I last recorded a video. Holy Moses. It has been a while since I've been able to say that. I usually stick to a fairly good schedule and record a video at least every other day, but seeing as it's been a week, I feel very out of touch. I feel like I am unable to record videos effectively. I'm like relearning the basics right here, and it's a little bit tough, I have to tell you. I am struggling. I really am. But before we start this Hermitcraft video, you know, I have got a bunch of cool plans as always. I want to have a little chat to you about a few bits and bobs, and the first one is a bit of a controversial subject, it has to be said, and that is my intro on YouTube. You may have noticed that recently I've been doing a little bit of freestyle. I've been trying to keep things fresh and changing things up a bit just to see what it's like, because I have had the same "hello everyone, this is Mumbo here" intro for about a year and a half on YouTube, and I've been using it so long that I might have got a little bit out of touch. And when I say that, I mean that I have been using it like over and over so often that I stop thinking about it, and perhaps if I take a step back and take a look at my videos like objectively, I might see that intro and go, actually, it's not that good. And this all arises from me watching a YouTuber, and I really enjoyed their video, but I had a big problem with their introduction. And it wasn't a Minecraft YouTuber, it was a vlogger, and obviously I'm not going to mention their name because that would be harsh, but I was fully put off by their video because I didn't really like their intro that much. It uses swear words, and it just generally wasn't nice, and I was like, you know what, I don't know if I particularly like that, and I didn't enjoy the video because of that intro, and I feel like I do not want that to happen to me. Like, I do not want to be in that situation, so I thought I would just change things up a bit and see how well the people reacted. So if you do want me to keep the old intro because you do like the old intro, then please place down a comment in the comment section and be like, yo, I like your old intro, don't change it up, it is fine as it is. If you really do hate my old intro, be like, change it now. And perhaps you could give a suggestion for the new thing that I am going to say at the start of my videos. Who knows, I might get a bunch of good suggestions, I might not, I might end up using some of them, I might not. But I think that's a good idea. It will give me a good little survey because, you know, there's thousands of people that watch these videos. This is probably the best time to ask. But anywho, what are we going to be doing in this video? You didn't come to this video to hear me waffle on about my intro for 30 minutes. No, I'm assuming that you didn't. Anyway, if you did, then, well, you've got some very strange video preferences. But what are we going to be doing? Well, we're not actually going to be working on the base that much. I mean, there's a few things that we have to do. For example, the chicken farm, it's lit, it's set on fire. So yeah, I'm going to fix that up at some point. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that in today's video because it will require a full redesign. I think covering it in wood was a little bit ambitious, considering there is a big old lava source block there that is pretty prone to setting fire to things, and I definitely want to avoid that, so perhaps a full redesign is in order. I know most of you didn't like the look of that chicken farm anyway, so consider it a good thing. But we're actually going to be working over in the new Hermit Town, on my Hermit Town base, because I haven't been there in absolutely ages, and I feel like I'm neglecting that place because really I have seen it in a few videos recently and it looks absolutely amazing, and that is where I want to be. So let's head over there and take a look. So as I say, it has been a very long time since I spent a large amount of time over here, and that is due to many reasons. You know, I had the iron foundry, and then I suddenly became very interested in my base, and I've just been base improving since then. So I've got a bunch of different things in here. I have got a voucher for free stack at the bakery, that is Biffer's bakery, and I'm going to be using that. I am going to be using that so hard. I am excited for that one. And then inside, it turns out that the kind hermits have been giving me presents, and I just haven't known. Which is, it's really quite tragic, isn't it? So Biffer has given me a ton of eggs to use in the chicken farm, so massive thank you to Biffer for that. and also Spumwack has given me a Merry Christmas pickaxe. So massive thank you to both Spumwack and Biffer. These are really lovely presents, and I apologise for not saying thank you earlier. Like I say, it's just been so long since I've been here. But anyway, it has been so long that maybe some of you don't know that this is my house. So here it is. Now, I designed it myself. I feel like it's quite nice. Somebody has put these bushes here because they weren't there originally, but I guess that is a zoomer just bushing everything up. I don't know. But yeah, I really do like this house that I made in here. I think it looks quite nice, and it's quite small. You know, there's not much space on the inside, but I'm not really living in it. It's not my main base, so it doesn't bother me, but aesthetically, I think this really is quite good. Now, what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to explain this very quickly, is I'm going to be building a Junkometer. Now, what this will do is it will be a chest in which the hermits can go up to and just throw away all of their rubbish, all of the things that they do not want, and then it will be carted away, and instead of being put in lava like a normal rubbish bin does, it will actually transport it up and then into a bunch of chests, and there will be a handful of redstone lamps linked up to these chests, and we will get a good visual look at how much junk we have got in the Junkometer. I think it sounds like a pretty good idea. If you can't understand what on earth I am talking about, then you should have a good idea once it is done, so I will start work on that, and we'll see what it looks like once it's done. Do you want to know how many beacons we have on Hermitcraft right now? These beacons here, they're just there for decoration, okay? There is no use for them. I don't have any special effects. Look at my little guy. He's going crazy because he's like, man, I've got 2 beacons at my base. 2 beacons, and it took me 47 episodes to get them. And then chaps are just turning up on Hermitcraft, plonking them down like it's no worries, using beacons for decoration. It's insane. Dinnerbone would not be happy. Okay, now I'm well aware that what I have just done is said, this is what I'm going to do. Bonk, now I've done it. But yes, it is complete. Now, the reason I didn't do any progress or updates or stuff like that is because, well, I was plagued with a few problems, all of which created by my own stupidity. But here it is. Now, it's not the prettiest build in the world, and I'm going to change out all of this iron for stone bricks and add a little bit of decoration, but I thought I would keep it in iron just for the minute so that I could show you what is going on. And I'm going to do like a step-by-step explanation of how this all works. So here we go. Okay. So, a hermit turns up here, they walk along, they're like, oh, and then they're like, whoa, this looks cool. Well, I've got a ton of crap on me, so I am going to dump a bunch of items into this chest, and what will happen is they'll be sucked out by this hopper, and then they will be put straight into this item elevator. You can see items are flowing upwards. Then they are going down into this, and this is what is called a storage silo. Now, you may be thinking, Mumbo, why have you used hoppers? Well, here's the deal. I am going to make the very broad assumption that we are not going to get loads and loads of double chests full of junk. If we do, then I'll have to do a minor modification. But I think this has got 5 little areas for various pieces of rubbish. So say a hermit comes along and they dump in 3 different items, that will fill up 3 of the pieces. Then say another hermit comes along and brings like 5 other types of items, they will then go into the next area and they will be able to see a bar go up. So it will fill up a lot faster, and that's quite nice. I didn't want something that will just stay on the bottom bar for ages because then it would be pointless. You might as well not have the storage silo. I would much rather have this fill up over time and see it reach the top, and then we can improve the amount of storage that it has, or clear it out once a month and see how much we can get each month. But like I say, I'm going to do a little bit of redecorating right now and change all of this into stone bricks so it fits in with the mountainside, because at the minute it's pretty ugly. And there we have it. That is a lot more subtle now. It's sort of, it fits in, okay? You don't want that iron monster there, that would look horrible. So now when a hermit is approaching, because this is like the industrial district, okay, I'll do a very quick explanation of the hermit town. I'm sure you have heard it all before, but this is like the social area. This is where the hermits can chill out, you know, do their thing, and then this is the business area in which we've got a bunch of shops. So you can see this is a soup shop. I believe that is Jevin's shop, who is one of the new hermits, and then obviously we've got my Junkometer. I know that doesn't really fit in with like shops, but it's certainly not a home, So I decided it would go in here. Then over here, I believe we have got the community foundry free smelting, which is a good little place. In fact, I might end up using that. Then right the way over there, we have got Biffer's Bakery, in which I've got a free voucher for. So I'll head over there in a little bit. What we need to do now is add the signs for it to say that it is a junkometer and that you should dump your rubbish. Otherwise, the hermits are going to be a little bit confused as to what this little thing is. There it is, the finishing touches, the signs are there, and I guess I should try this out. I was going to put the diamonds in, but no, I might need those in the future. So we're going to put some bones and some sticks in, and that flint and steel because we don't need that. I think that is about it, so we'll wait for it to go through the system. We might end up with another light coming on. In fact, you know what? I'm going to add some more items in. I want to go up to the second thing. So 6 pieces of redstone. Those can go straight in. Piece of stone, that can go in. And yes, there we go. So the second light has come on. That shows that this thing is working. And already we are more than a third of the way full of the junkometer. But anyway, now we are going to be heading over to Biffer's Bakery because I have got the voucher for free stack at Bakery. And I want to take a look at what he's got going on, because I've been watching his videos and this place looks pretty brilliant. I've seen that he has got free taster cake. I'm stuck in his door though, so that's a problem. Health and safety, Biffer. Health and safety. Look, he's got his guard dogs and everything. So free cake taster. I'm full on food, but I'm sure it tastes brilliant. Now, what am I going to pick up? So we got bread here. Got pumpkin pie. I've never had pumpkin pie at the thing. So free stack, does that mean cookies? Free stack of cookies? Or does it mean free stack of anything? Free stack of cake? No, I'm assuming not. I'm gonna get a free stack of pumpkin pie. So here we go. Where do the donations go? Over here? So we'll place that in there, and we will pick ourselves up a pumpkin pie stack, because like I say, never had pumpkin pie before in Minecraft, so this is a new experience. I'm sure it tastes the business. Nether hub update. Damn, that's hot. After that little bit of fun at the beginning of the video, it is now time to get a bit more serious. I'm going to be talking about the iron foundry, and there's a few things that have happened at the foundry, right? The first one being is that unfortunately, due to like a little bit of a miscommunication here, and a project that Azuma has been working on, basically, there is a build up here that is now shutting off sky access to some of the doors, and that means that some of the villages have merged, which means that we aren't getting full efficiency whatsoever. Like, we are getting below... we are getting rubbish efficiency on the farm, basically. The iron foundry is not producing the same amount of iron as it used to. You can see there are occasionally still some iron golems spawning, but it is nowhere near as quick as it used to be, and that is because some of the villages have merged, and that means I have to recalibrate it all over again, which is going to take a while, but I won't be doing any of that if the next thing is true, and that is that in the latest snapshots, they have made some serious changes to the way the villagers work, and that could mean that the iron foundry no longer works. It does not work in any snapshots at the minute. And that's a massive shame, because I worked really hard on this project. And I mean, it's not like we don't have much iron, because we have got so much iron. Like, all of these chests are full to the brim with iron here. So we're not going to run out anytime soon, but it is a shame that we're not going to be able to sort of dispose our iron. Like, I use iron like there's no tomorrow, because I know that I've got an infinite supply. Now I'm actually going to have to be careful, which is not something that I'm used to anymore, so I'm going to have to watch out for that. But I just thought I would let you guys know that that is a possibility. But anyway, moving on, now on to the next thing. So what is the plan here? Well, I don't know if you know this, but my current mining situation, you know, my branch mining situation it could be described as pre-alpha, right? It's a very simple, straight strip line type deal, and we want to be going into the 21st century. I mean, it's 2014, for God's sake. We need to be getting things a little bit more high tech. So oh God. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be creating a sort of semi-automatic mining system, and don't get too excited. It's not going to do the mining for me. I'm still going to have to walk up and down with my pickaxe mining all the things. But what I plan on doing is having like a line of hoppers that will go along a long corridor, and then I can just come out of that strip, dump all of the items that I got from that mining trip into those hoppers, and then they will be transported upwards into my base, into a specific area. in the sorting room, and then that will be brilliant. That will allow me to get loads and loads of things all at once without having to go back and forth, up and down my base tons of times, because that can get pretty boring and it lowers the efficiency that we have. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be shutting off that little area over there. I don't want to be going in that direction because obviously I've already gone in that direction. We're going to be heading off in this direction now, and that is where I'm going to be placing all of the hoppers. Now I think it goes without saying that this is going to use a lot of resources and a lot of time. So I'm not going to be doing it all at once. This is going to be split up over various episodes, but it should be a fun project to work on, and I am very excited. I have mined out a fairly decent sized corridor. I mean, it's not huge by any means whatsoever, and we are intersecting a whole bunch of ravines, but it will be good enough for us at the minute, because the way that we're going to be doing this is we're going to be doing it strip mining. So we're going to have a strip here, and then 2 blocks, and then strip, and then 2 blocks and strip, and that is going to be on the other side. So it's going to take very long for us to get all the way to the end here. But now what I have to do is just take out all of these blocks down the middle and place a line of hoppers running right the way up to this back part here, and then we will run that into an item elevator. Now this item elevator, I don't really know where it's going to be going to. I think I am going to... Oh my god, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Jesus, these strange mobs in Minecraft. I'm always having trouble with Enderman, aren't I? But, like I say, the hoppers are going to go right down the middle, and then they're going to run into an item elevator, and I think I'm going to create a specific storage area for drops from mining, so then we can have a massive bulk storage area that is fully automatic. It will just put all of the items into the chests, and then we can just head up there and pick up all of the precious things and sort them out into the storage area. I think that sounds like a good idea, and that is what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, I'm going to start off by placing in these hoppers, and then I will catch you guys in a little bit. Now I've made a wee bit of progress since the last cut. So the first thing that I have done is I have created the hole for the storage area in which all of the mining drops are going to go. I concluded that that was the way we're going to do it. I originally thought about pumping all of the items up into our main storage area that you can see just up through here, but no thanks, I don't know if I want that. So instead I'm going to have a bunch of chests in here that are just completely dedicated to drops got from mining that I have then thrown into these hoppers. And speaking of the hoppers, let's just hop down here. Do you get it? Oh hey! We have got the hoppers down at the bottom, and this used a whole bunch of them. I think this was about 2 stacks, I'd say. It took a little bit of wood mining and things, but yes, we have got them all in place. So the idea is that when you come back from strip mining, you come out your strip, you literally just clear out your inventory apart from the essentials, and then go on to the next one, and it's so that you can just keep going without having to stop. So the next thing that we're going to do is add in our item elevator, and I am going to be using a dropper based design, and the reason that we're doing that is just because I prefer them. I prefer redstone based designs to the standard sort of transparent block item floaty thing going on. I just prefer the redstone stuff. So we're going to be doing a drop elevator all the way up into that storage system, and then I will try and work out what we're going to be doing with the drops from there. Right, so there we go. The item elevator goes from bedrock up to around about y equals 60, so quite a long way, quite a lot of droppers and redstone involved. Hopefully it isn't going to be too bad for the lag situation. That suddenly popped into my mind that my base is, it can be a little bit shaky at times, and adding all this funky stuff that we have been doing recently, which really has been great, it's been really fun to do, but I can't help but feel like we might be causing a slight frame rate issue. Like, I'm recording at 30 frames a second, which isn't bad, but I am used to sort of 400 frames a second, so that's saying something. But anyway, yes, the item elevator is in place. It goes right the way from the bottom up to the top, and items will take a little while to get up there, and they won't all be transported at once, which is one of the better things about having one of those, like, glass items float upwards elevators. But the thing is that they're a little bit of hassle. They are quite a lot of hassle to get set up working correctly. Like, you have to dispense everything into water streams and then do it all perfectly, otherwise they fly out everywhere. And also, aesthetics with this one really aren't a big deal, because we can't we're not going to be able to see it. It's hidden behind this wall. All of this will be decorated in the next episode of Hermitcraft, so you've got that to look forward to. But I do have something that I have to really quickly do, and that is increase the height of this by 1 more block. So let's do that. Just hop up like this. Our dropper is there, and then we need a block on top of this torch, and there we go. So our item elevator is now of full height. That means that our ring of hoppers are going to be going around the very top here. You can't actually see where they will be going around, and then the hoppers will also drop down, and they will all run into chests, and there will be hundreds of chests in this room. Once again, just tons and tons of chests, just filling the room, much like the one that you can see above. But hopefully we get a good use out of all of these, because you always get a ton of stone and other things when mining. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. So if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure you subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.